Good morning.
Good morning.
That didn't seem like it sounded like a defeated good morning.
No, it's almost noon, so it's so tempting to say good afternoon.
It's not afternoon though. It's
exactly.
like 11:39. It's still like 21 minutes till noon.
So you got me. I had to say good morning.
And apparently that's a disappointment that I'm actually shooting a video in the morning and not afternoon. I'm getting hungry.
Food's in there.
Food's in there.
You gotta turn it on.
How are you guys all doing today? We are, where are we? On Highway 97 in Washington.
Going
South of Omak, headed towards Brewster.
Yeah.
And we're gonna continue south on 97 through Brewster and Petros, or somebody always tells me I pronounce it wrong. But that direction, along the Columbia River. We're following the Okanagan River right now. But coming up soon, we'll be following the Columbia River. It's a nice day. It's 15 degrees Celsius.
Warmed up pretty quick.
It's definitely warming up. What's going on here? Got a lot of blooming orange flowers over here.
Probably more seal coating.
The scourge of invasive orange flower. Oh, they've got an excavator working there. I believe that's where a big rig crashed in the winter. And it almost looks like they're digging up the oily soil.
Oh.
To prevent that oil from spilling everywhere. Seeping into everything. So look, that's what it looked like to me. Because I know a big rig crashed in that area a lot in this winter. So,
We're back in the big rig?
we're back in the big rig, and she seems healthy. She seems really healthy. First, word from our sponsor, Sutherland Group. Why can't I not say Sutherland Group? Come on. Why couldn't you guys pick a name I could say easier? Today's sponsor, the Sutherland Group. There we go. Now hiring Super B wood chip, Super B flat deck, logging, Class 1 drivers in BC's Lower Mainland land, the Okanagan, the Kootenays. To apply, just go to sutco.ca, hit that careers button. And when you go there, make sure you use promo code JuanFan. Let them know I sent you. You get an extra $100. And also use my name, Juan Rappel, as a reference, and any referral bonus I get, I'll split with you 50-50. Okanagan River's looking nice and wide here. I wonder if it's starting to fill up because it's been looking really low. The spring mount might be starting to fill this up with the Snilkameen and Okanagan already together over here.
Maybe.
Coming up to a scale in 3 kilometers, usually closed but open every now and then. Let's see if she's open today. We're actually fairly on the light. So I'm like, we're not light, but we're not close to our max weight, so it's a nice load. Nice comfortable load.
Just 2x4s, I think?
I didn't even look. It's lumber. It's packs of lumber. Can I read it in my mirror? That's too shaky. I can't read the label. Lumber we picked up in Grand Forks, British Columbia, to clarify. Headed to Woodinville.
Which is close to Seattle area.
Yeah, kind of north of Seattle.
Which means we have to take a fun highway.
We do. We get to take Highway 2 through Leavenworth over Stevens Pass. Downside is, I already looked at the cameras, or at the webcams. The roads are all wet, so I'll have to shoot the video from the inside. The forward-facing cameras only inside the cab because the roads are too wet. I think what we'll do is shoot a bonus video there.
Yeah.
So if you want to see that video, it came out a week and a half ago on the weekend as a bonus video. Just hit that join button down below and you get to watch that video as well. It's a beautiful, beautiful pass. Just wish I could put outside cameras up for that pass. But even with just the forward-facing camera, it'll still be beautiful. Okay, is we closed? Are we open? Where's the sign? Not by the sign yet, are we? Did I miss the sign?
Don't think so.
I think it's coming up ahead. Looks like it's closed. We used to be able to park at this intersection and sleep overnight, but now they've got signs all over the place not allowing us to park in that area. They were starting to get people vending on the corner. Now it says emergency parking only.
Like, that's how they solved that problem.
Yeah. Because people were vending and selling stuff, we're no longer allowed to park there. So that's one less place for me to stop and sleep. Seems like there's always one less place. Eventually, we're not going to be able to park anywhere.
I was reading an article that said for every 11 trucks is parking for one.
Oh yeah, so where the rest of us parking? On ramps, off ramps illegally, right? Thankfully, it's a big enough problem they don't fine us for parking in spots where it says emergency parking only. But it's getting bad out here.
Well, if you factor in that they say there's a trucker shortage, there'll be even more trucks. It'll be an even worse ratio, getting more truckers.
Crossing over Okanogan River. I know I called it Okanagan River a little bit back. It's actually Okanogan River over here. Yeah, I don't know. Washington is looking into passing laws to make parking along the interstates more parking for big rigs. Oh, I see that park down there. Some people going for a walk out of the park, so we should do that sometime. A nice park. So to the left, that's the Columbia River. So, tell the people what?
What was wrong with your truck?
Oh yeah, the truck, right. What is today, Thursday?
No, Wednesday.
Thursday.
Right, we're off a day.
So I got a phone call from the shop in the morning going, hey, we tested this and tested that and it seems like there's no problems with that. I'm like, whoa, we're going way deeper than just testing. Like, they started working in the morning instead of the afternoon, so it's nice that they had extra time. I'm like, nope, this truck was in the shop for 2 days in Burnaby and you just did everything that they did, so this did not solve the problem. So I want you to go jump in the truck and turn my toaster oven on. He goes, well, the inverter turned on, it seemed not to be a problem. Like, turn the toaster oven on, and if it still if that works, then you guys are good to go. But if that does not work, here's the problems I've been having. I run the truck all day long, all night long. I shut it off for an hour and I can barely start it up. There's no juice left in the batteries. The batteries are not charging. So can somebody test how much juice is getting into the batteries? And he goes, yeah, okay, we'll go do those tests. And then, I don't know, about 5 hours later, got another phone call. Hey, we found that the ground going to the starter was barely connected at all. It was corroded like crazy. The ground to the starter wasn't actually there. So in a big rig, the electricity goes from the alternator to the starter, from the starter to the battery. And the power was basically getting to the starter, and that was it. Wasn't actually getting to the batteries. So they fixed that, and last night we turned the engine off, turned on the bunk heat, and the bunk heat lasted a full 8 hours. We had to take 10 hours off. I was too scaredy cat to do the full 10 hours, but I'm like, let's try 8 hours and see what it looks like. And no issues in the morning. It fired right up. We made hot food for the first time in like a week and a half in here. Yeah. She feels like she was when she was brand new. I feel like we've got that full power back now.
And you were okay with turning it off at customs. You were like,
yep, turn it off anywhere at the when I'm loading, when I'm wherever. I can turn the engine off now. And it's a nice feeling to be able to not be scared of, if I turn it off here, will I be able to start it up again? This is a Brewster, by the way.
And in theory, that should have been something somebody else could have found.
Yeah, why did they not look at that from the first get-go? From in December, why didn't that get looked at?
Yeah.
And in the mini shops it's seen since then, why was that not looked at? Because I think all of it was probably related. We probably killed those batteries because of this. It wasn't getting proper charge.
Yeah.
We probably killed that inverter because of this. We probably did a lot of damage to other things because of that one short there.
Well, even your ECU is done. Right?
Yeah, the ECU that got replaced on the transmission, we killed that because it didn't get enough electricity. So now there's no error codes, no problems at all with this truck. Wow, the trailer's got a small issue. One of the airbags is leaking, but that's a new problem. Lots of apple farms or apple factories over here, cold storage. You see Iron Bowl come down here a lot, grab apples and bring them up into Canada to turn into orange juice. Not orange juice, apple juice.
I was trying to follow that one. Like apples to oranges.
Yep. Magic.
Laptop and all.
I don't know.
Yeah, that was an Iron Bowl right there.
Iron Bowl truck in there? Yeah. I would consider working for Iron Bowl. I mean, I have considered working for Iron Bowl. I would get a little less pay, but pay is not really what drives me.
Well, you're hauling a trailer that you hit a button to unload. It's that manual labor so much. was your tarping and traps.
Yep, no tarping. Yeah, I was thinking more long haul, you're driving vans.
Yeah.
Still a lot of snow on those mountains.
Yep.
Oh yeah, laptop, framework laptop. Still working stuff out on it. You know, have to install all these programs. The downside to getting something that is so modular and so naked as far as software, it had a BIOS on it. That's it. I had to install all of my own. I had to install Windows. I had to install the drivers. So the do-it-yourself version is a little extra work as far as software as well. We're still missing some drivers, I think, because I couldn't get my microphone to work. I'm still testing stuff on it, but it's an amazing little laptop, being so modular. Man, if you guys are ever thinking of buying a laptop, Framework, look at Framework. I know they don't sell to a lot of, or ship to a lot of countries yet, but they're slowly, they keep adding more and more countries. They keep adding more and more variety to their laptop. They started with just one laptop. This is all you could buy, but the fact that you buy a modular and now you can upgrade it, man, it's going to save me thousands of dollars. You know, I went through a new laptop every 2 years because the truck vibrated it to death.
And they also just announced new models coming out.
Yep, they've got a gaming version coming out.
Yeah, so if you don't like what they currently have,
yep,
go look at their news and their
AMD CPU, and then they have a graphics card on the laptop, a removable graphics card on the laptop with a little bit of a wider screen, probably what, a 17-inch, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
But I love this current framework. It's perfect for the big rig. At home, I would probably want the bigger screen. And how modular the new one is, that's the laptop 16. You can move the keyboard to the left, to the center, to the right. You can move a number pad on the right or the left side. You can have a number pad on the left-hand side of your keyboard. If you're left-handed and you've always wanted a number pad on the left side of the keyboard, Framework's the answer to that.
The possibilities are really endless with what they're getting into. It's really nice.
It's an amazing laptop. It's a win for sustainability. You don't throw old stuff out anymore. You don't throw a whole laptop out just because one thing went bad on it. And also saving money, right, to repair. I can fix my own laptop. Everything in that laptop can be completely taken apart with one screwdriver. One screwdriver. And they give that screwdriver to you. It's just amazing. I love the thing so much.
Yep. And like, I haven't played with it as much as you, but I can tell it's great.
And the lowest, cheapest version of it, I think you can buy is probably the Chromebook version. And that's going to be $1,200, something in there. And then mine was $3,000, and the gaming one that's coming out is going to be even more money. So, but even me now, like I spent $3,000 on my laptop. I'd say I overpaid. I could get exactly the same thing from somebody else for about $2,500. Same stuff in there, but it's only $500 more, and now it's completely upgradable. Next time I want a completely brand new laptop, upgraded motherboard, everything, it'll cost me $800 instead of $2,500. The upgradability of it is just amazing. Even the battery, they've come out with a higher capacity battery now. You literally can pull the old battery out, put in the new one, and then they're going to make cases for the old batteries that you can use as backup battery storage to plug it in as backup battery.
And they kind of do that with the motherboard and
Yep.
stuff.
The motherboard, they're going to build cases, and same with the graphics card, they're going to build cases so you can still use the motherboard as a boost to a different laptop. You can plug the old motherboard into a different laptop and boost the current or your friend's old laptop. Plug in the graphics card into a different laptop. I could just buy the graphics card and plug it into this framework, and all of a sudden this one would become a gaming laptop as well.
Yeah.
Just the fact that everything's modular. And their marketplace on their own website, they want to make it so other manufacturers can sell their mods on their page. So if you make different types of expansion ports, you could sell them on Framework's page. So it'll be pretty awesome. I'm looking forward to where that company's going. The company's only like 2 years old, at least publicly. I think they came out with their laptop 2 years ago, something like that. The first laptop, and it's amazing. See, don't bring up my laptop. I keep talking about my laptop. I love my laptop. Framework laptop. Just look it up. I suggest going to Linus Tech Tips and look at his latest video that came out, probably 2-3 weeks ago for you guys now. About the new framework, he goes, I made a mistake. The mistake was I didn't invest enough money into this company.
I think it's called I made a bad decision.
I made a bad decision.
Yeah, I think that's
didn't invest enough money into this company, because if I put more money into it, if I had bought more of this company, I'd be rich. Not that Linus isn't rich already. It's pretty desolate over here. Not much for any kind of farmland. I think if it wasn't so rocky, they would have probably converted some of this into farmland by irrigating from the Columbia River. I think this place could support vineyards. Because vineyards can be planted in pretty rocky ground. You would have to pick the biggest rocks out, but there's a lot of rocks. It looks like a glacier used this area as a rock deposit.
Yep.
Some more apple bins.
So I wonder what we're going to do after this. We have no clue.
No clue. The goal is to get this delivered, and then if it's a short run, we'll probably make a second delivery, but after that, we'll probably just head it home, so we'll see how it goes. But we're on the road. The truck is fixed.
It feels good.
It feels good. It really feels right this time. Every time I've had the truck fixed, I'm like, I don't know about this. But when I got that phone call yesterday going, hey, we found the ground to the starter was barely connected. I'm like, yep, that sounds like it. That sounds like the real problem.
It really took you being able to talk to them and being like, no, not the testing.
Yeah.
Don't stop there.
Don't do the basic stuff and then cut it loose. I've slept over here in this little pullout. It says no overnight parking, but I've slept in there before because I was out of hours, and there's a little pit toilet there, so nice place to spend the night. Very nice and quiet. Not a lot of trains come down this train track. Saw one today.
Yeah, it was empty. It looked like it was probably going to the lumber mill.
Yep, loading in the lumber mill. It comes down here maybe once or twice a week or something.
Budding and blooming yet, but we're getting there.
It says plus 14 now.
Yeah, but see, the grass is starting to get green.
The grass is starting to get green, yep. All the mountains are starting to get that green tinge to it.
And I saw a lot of the fruit trees were getting lime.
Yeah, the farmers were spraying lime, yep.
Yeah. So it won't be long.
Big dust cloud going through all the lime. What did you say lime was used for?
It's basically pest and disease control.
Pest and disease. Yeah, I guess bugs, they don't want that neutral lime pH, dusty feeling.
It was actually kind of interesting once I started reading about it. I'm like, oh, this tree's different, that tree, like the different type of fruits.
Here's the Aswell Dam. A-Z-W-E-L-L.
You're in the US, you have to say Z.
Is it Z or which one? Did I say Z?
No, you said Z.
I said Z?
Yeah.
Which one's Canadian?
How dare you?
What?
You know Z in Canada.
Z is Canadian?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't remember which one's which. I know they're different.
So this calls it Wells Dam, you call it Aswell.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
This is Aswell Wells Dam.
Aswell Wells.
Wells Dam.
Wells.
That big sign just says Wells Dam. W-E-L-L-S Dam.
Yeah, it's funny.
Yeah, definitely getting hungry. Very hungry.
Yeah.
Didn't I say that at the beginning of the video?
Yeah.
Okay, I guess we have to call it then. I turned the toaster oven on. I was going to turn it on earlier, I forgot.
That's what I was hinting, and you took the hint, see?
It's like, turn that toaster oven on. I want my food ready by the end of the video. Have burgers? I think we have burgers?
Yeah, burgers.
Yeah, toaster oven works. Yeah, when they called back the second time, I'm like, so the toaster oven works? Yep, we tried it and it works really good. Everything's working. I'm like, sweet.
That's like the first thing you did, though.
Yeah, I got in the yard, started up the truck, started up nicely. I'm like, oh, good news. Jumped into the back, turned on toaster oven to max broil, and it's like, huh, it works. It just works.
So you weren't going to leave that yard without it.
I wasn't. If that toaster oven beeped, I would have jumped back out of the truck and said, fix it. Still not fixed. I'm going back home.
And where we're sleeping tonight will be warmer, so we'll have to think of that with Monkey.
Yeah, we're not going to actually even run the bunk heat probably.
Or much lower temperature, so we don't. Yeah. We'll have to figure that out.
Well, the bunk heat is thermostat controlled, so
Yeah. But
turn
if
it
we
on, it's not going to fire up. Like last night, it took a long time for it to actually
it did.
run.
Yeah.
And in the morning, it was running really good.
I would have turned it down like a degree or two last night, but I wasn't gonna risk it.
Yeah, that truck is slow. Okay, car. There's enough room for you to pass, not enough room for me, but go after this pickup. Go. Go. Please go. I want to only pass one vehicle. Should have just gone for it. There would have been enough room for me.
My truck is distracted
Whoa. Way over the yellow line and then way over the white line. Truck coming there. And then we're clear after that. Let's hammer down. See if we can clear both of these or if we have to hit the brakes. Nothing coming yet. Still not coming anything. Get up our speed. Still clear. This is nice. Good news. We're at speed. Of course, he's speeding up now. Don't worry, I didn't take his front bumper off. That worked out. It's hard to pass vehicles like that. It's like he now has a big gap between him and the car behind him. Huge gap. He sped up like a lot. He's staying on us right now.
He had a car earlier that did the same thing. You're like,
Yep. Listen to No Dumb Questions. You know it's a guy driving when that happens.
the one earlier was a female. I loved.
Was it? Dang it.
I know. I loved it. I was like, that's
Broke the rule. Broke the stereotype rule.
That was actually a really good, interesting podcast.
We enjoy No Dumb Questions. Some episodes are boring, other episodes are just super interesting. They go into so many different subjects, you're kind of like, okay, I'm not really into this subject, but you also hit some subjects that are just amazing, so I take them all. I've listened through all of them. I love the podcast. The fact that they have fun doing it, you can tell they have fun doing it. It's on my bumper. It looks like I'm the slow one leading the pack now. They were doing 50 miles an hour, and now we're doing 60.
Just think, you probably won't take the same highway. It's okay.
It's just obnoxious. go down there. I see cars parked along there all the time. I don't understand what they do. Sometimes you see there's a flag down there. Sometimes you see people paragliding down here and they land down there. But other times you don't see anything. So I don't know. Parasailing, paragliding. You
Like
jump off the cliffs off the top and then land down here.
I think some are just walking their dog and stuff.
Yeah, it's a nice open area to walk. Coming up on BB Bridge. I don't know why I always like this bridge. It's a uniquely different style of bridge.
It is.
Yeah, those people's lawns are definitely starting to get nice and green. Those, poor people that live on that side.
Big bird in that tree. It's a big bird in the tree.
Still didn't hear what you said.
There's a big bird in the tree.
There's a big bird in the tree.
I would probably say it was a juvenile eagle. Thanks for that.
You would say, hey guys, when you guys say you can't hear her, I guess with a new mic, that's you guys can hear her better than I can these days with a new microphone.
I think you're just going deaf because you've had this problem all day.
All day. I
Yeah.
always have this problem. It's not a new problem.
That water is a beautiful color.
It is.
I do wonder when I'm having allergy and sinus problems like I have been.
Yeah, you talk quieter.
Talk quieter because like my jaw started to my ears and
Somewhere over here, the Columbia River also becomes Lake and Tate. So, I'm guessing the people that live on the water probably want to say they live on a lake. Honestly, the Columbia River just gets a little wider than normal before the dam by Wenatchee.
I'd rather live on a river. Both my grandparents did.
Yeah.
To me, living on a river sounds much cooler. But at the
Other
same
than all the flooding issues.
Exactly. I'll be that house up there.
Yes, be a little bit up from the river. You
Yeah.
can still walk down to the river, but not live on the river.
Like even these people, you get a view, but you're not going to be flooded out.
And I guess if you were friendly with your neighbors, you could ask them if you could get access to cross their property and go to the lake or the river. So we'll just walk across the property, bring our kayaks into the river, and kayak away. Some neighbors are friendlier than others. What's up with people not being able to color in the lines today? I mean, I crossed the lines a bit too here and there, but people are going pretty dramatic. Looks like they're putting up a brand new vineyard or orchard. Can't tell.
It's spaced far enough apart that I would say orchard, but I can't tell.
Vineyards are usually spaced about the same distance. Definitely some new crops being built. Grown. Built. Grown. Some new crops being grown. Definitely grown.
Apples to oranges.
Apples to oranges. See all the piles of rocks. Wherever there is any kind of orchard, there's always piles and piles and piles of rocks. It is a beautiful valley to drive through.
It is.
It always feels like you're still in the Okanagan Valley, but that ended when we hit Columbia River, so I'm not even sure what this valley is called.
I was going to say Yakima, right?
Huh?
Does this go through Yakima?
No. Yakima has Yakima River. This does not go to Yakima. Nope.
Okay, I don't know.
This goes back east to Tri-Cities.
Tri-Cities. Huh. I see if there's a map. Oh. They can't even put you on a road right now, so I don't know. So this goes to Wenatchee.
Yes, Wenatchee, and then it works its way to the where the nuclear bomb got created, and then heads east and south to Tri-Cities. And from Tri-Cities, it heads back west again.
I'm trying to see if it's Wenatchee Valley, but it seems like that's just around that maybe.
Well, guys, hopefully you guys enjoyed this. I know we didn't drive through any towns. I figured it'd be a good time to get a video in over here, and then go eat some lunch because it's now 12:30 here. I'm hungry, so we're gonna pull over and get ourselves some lunch.
It might just be called Columbia Valley. I'm not sure.
Columbia Valley, Columbia Gorge.
But yeah,
Is it just the Columbia Gorge all the way along the Columbia River? Maybe.
I don't know. You can say goodbye. That's what I found.
Columbia Valley.
Maybe.
Here's a vineyard here as well. It's not all vineyard. That's not a vineyard on the left. It's got orchards to it there. More of these mansions where all these poor people live. Look at that house. Like, who needs a house that big?
I wonder if it's not a house, but more like a resort.
Several
lodge.
families, or
I don't know.
anyhow. Anywho? Who's who? You know, in who, what, where, and why, if you replace all the W's with T's, you get the answer.
Ah.
Well, I guess who doesn't. Two wouldn't work. But
see, the clouds are starting to do some pattern.
yeah, it's a unique pattern in the clouds. Anyway, we're saying goodbye. That's what we're doing. Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Thank you guys so much for all your support. Really, really appreciate it. We'll see you guys tomorrow, and then it'll be the weekend. And hopefully next week, back to normal.
But no,
You're with tomorrow, though, unless you're bailing out over here somewhere.
don't plan on it.
Okay. She is an American citizen, so she can bail out if she wanted to. I, on the other hand, couldn't. Anyway, I am out of here. Thank you guys so much. We are out of here. We are out of here.
That's better.
Okay.
We're rusty on this.
Look at all the equipment over there. They are kind of bulldozers and scrapers. They're reshaping their fields to be a little flatter for the new orchards or vineyards they're building. Yeah, I think probably a huge new orchard going in there, and they're reshaping the ground. Even the roads. So that'll be kind of cool looking when that's done. Anyway, we're out of here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Thank you for your support. Thanks for hitting that join button down below. And huge thanks to all those comments. You guys rock.
Adios.